And this evening we're going to talk about the contrast situation with Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez, well, arguably is our best player last season. But from the beginning of the season, I was closely following Alexis Sanchez' um, behavior and his pattern of football and everything. He was wonderful. There's no doubt about him being the best player we've got last season. And we can really say he single-handedly carried the team forward for on many occasions. But Alexis Sanchez, if you guys want to be honest, has been actually playing for himself. He's too individual. He plays a very selfish game. He plays sometimes as if he's not part of the team. And I kind of had a very bad feeling from the beginning of the season that this guy was trying to sell himself. This guy was doing a lot. He was doing too much. He was trying to sell himself, which was okay. It was alright for us at that particular time because he was banging in the goal, which is what we wanted. And we want somebody to actually take some of our games, the scruff of his neck, and drag the whole team forward. He was doing that. But I've always had this this ugly feelings within me that this guy is walking towards leaving this club. But at the end of the season, he refused to sign a contract because he wanted to go. Don't get me wrong, I like him, Alexis Sanchez. He's a warrior, a player, a fighter, and a go-getter. He hustles and he struggles and he can run around the whole pitch, and he's an example of everyone of a fantastic player. But one thing we gotta understand is that these guys are mercenaries. They come in to play for you when you have the money. They make some demands, unbelievable demands, when they believe that they've gotten into a comfort zone in your team. When he came 4 years ago, he was in this situation where Barcelona didn't want him. But now he wants to go to Man City. As much as I love him, but this situation is getting out of hand, and this situation is becoming pathetic and stupid. He's just teasing the club and teasing the club and teasing the club, and he's like trying to take advantage of the situation of the club. You see now, okay, Arsenal is not in the Champions League. Arsenal will probably find it difficult to attract a lot of good players. That's what he thought anyway. And for Arsenal to get back into the Champions League situation, Arsenal will have to pay a lot of money to get quality players back in, and then go for it. He was looking at all these disadvantages that is in the team right now, and he was trying to kind of take advantage of the whole situation, which is quite annoying. He's a guy that the team is giving everything to, that Wenger's giving so much to, and he was even played up front so many times. He would go and play for Chile and come back, and they still like take all the crap from him. But you've got to understand, I've read about some fans talking about loyalty and things like that. There's no loyalty in football. These guys are mercenaries. You pay them, they come, they play for your team, and after a while, they want to go out and get more money elsewhere. Okay, the Chinese say he can come, they pay him $500,000. And whatever thing that Pep Guardiola has said to him, he's set his mind to go to Pep's team, which is okay. Now, the contrast situation, and Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV was saying now, okay, should we let him run down his contract, or should we sell him? What should we do? He would be stupid on the side of Arsenal to let this guy run his contract down. No. He's not happy. He wanted to go to he's not happy. He wanted to go to Man City. He didn't want to play for us no more. As a result of that, we don't want to keep an unhappy player. We need to sell him now. His stock is high right now. We need to sell it. There is no single player in a team that is indispensable or irreplaceable. If Arsenal could survive many years ago when we lost Thierry Henry and Patrick Vieira, and the Dutch master, Dennis Bergkamp, the team survived. If the team can survive losing all these people, especially Thierry Henry, as at that particular time, he was arguably the best striker in the world. He wanted to go to Barcelona and he went. I don't blame him. But he went. But we survived. Patrick Vieira, we survived. Dennis Bergkamp, we survived. But letting him go, we need to get the best we can get from him, from the contract, and from letting him go. We don't just want to let him go for free. It would be a very bad business to let him run down that contract and go for free next season. No. That is not good for Arsenal. If we can get 40 million or 50 million from him, that's fine. Okay, let's just say, okay, Man City wants our player. We didn't want their player. They want our player. As a result of that, they should pay top dollar for him. $50-60 million, 50-60 million pounds is not too little or too much for Alexis Sanchez, who got 24 goals in one season. We can let him go. We don't want to sell him to Premier League rival. I would sell him to Bayern Munich and still get Douglas Costa from Bayern Munich. Douglas is a very good player. He'll be an upgrade somehow to Theo. He can play on that wing and he might be able to even play wing back, and he can be deployed in other areas on the pitch. So we won't be losing. If we've got Lacazette now, if we can get Thomas Lemar, I still believe Thomas Lemar is even a better player. He can score goals, he can make goals, and he's a lot younger. Alexis is 28. His best days are like probably behind him, or right now is his best days. He has played already for Barcelona. Barcelona got rid of him because they don't want him no more. He can't go to Madrid. We can sell him to Man City for 50 million and we can take Aguero. If they don't want to give us Aguero, well, they can give us De Bruyne. Kevin will be fine. And if they don't want to give us either of them, Lukaku is worth 75 million. I believe a man who's got 24 goals should be worth around 60 million too. We don't need him. We can survive without him. He's making his unbelievable demands. Initially, he was looking for £300,000 per week. Arsenal was able to give him to offer him £270,000 per week. Now he's looking for £400,000. That's what he wanted. Even if they offered him £400,000 per week, he still would not stay. He's got his heart set for Man City. So, as a result, either you sell him to Man City and get Aguero or Kevin De Bruyne, or don't sell him to Man City, sell him to Bayern Munich. I was wondering actually, fans and Robbie, why didn't we include him in the deal to get Mbappe? Probably we would have gotten Kylian Mbappe if we had offered him. Offered him to them. I'm not too sure if we need him anymore, Mbappe, but then if we do, offer him and get Mbappe. And if we don't need Mbappe anymore because we've now got Lacazette, then we can even go and sell him to PSG. PSG will buy him, send him to France, and then giving him to the rival club and help them to win the Premier League, which is what we want. So that's the way I see it. Letting him run down that contract will be stupid. We can't let Sanchez run down the contract. That is one. Two, we cannot keep unhappy player in the team because it's going to affect the team spirit. It's going to affect the morale of the team. And we can't offer him 400,000 because other players will feel that, well, I can hold this club to ransom if I begin to play well. No, that is a bad precedence. And if he shows lack of respect for the team, lack of respect for the football club, lack of respect for the fans, he's proving that he is a mercenary. So let him go. We can't keep him. We will survive, surely, without him. And if we can get Thomas Lemar and we can get one or two other players, we'll be fine. What we needed, we've got, because we needed a very good striker. and I believe that Lacazette is quite good. I was actually hoping that we'll go for Aubameyang, but obviously the hierarchy in Arsenal did not think that Aubameyang would be suitable for them, or maybe because of his age, and they decided to go for Lacazette. Lacazette is also a fantastic player. We can see his record. 37 goals he scored last season from 45 matches. That is an unbelievable return. And he reminds me of Defoe. He plays like Defoe. And he also, you can see a bit of Ian Wright in him. So I think he'll be okay for us. So if Sanchez don't want to play for us anymore, please Arsenal Football Club, please Arsene, let him go. It is better to let him go, get the money from that sales rather than letting him walk free at the end of the season. Because if we kept him in that team or in our club against his wage, he's not going to perform. And when he's not performing, it's not good to nobody. And then what is the point in keeping him and he's not performing for us, and we're going to lose so much money at the end of the season for letting him walk away for free? He's taking a risk as well, because if he sits on the bench or if he doesn't play so well, we know a lot can change in football within 5-10 minutes. So at the end of the season, Man City may not even want him anymore. He might end up you can lose him for that kind of money, and we can go get better players. Add some money, get more quality players. So what we need is quality players. If one quality player if he's the best player, no doubt. But if he doesn't want to stay, we should let him go. No player is irreplaceable, and no player is indispensable. So that's my opinion. We should just let him go. Thank you. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you don't, still subscribe.